Think positive.
Welcome, or welcome back to the Going at Bros podcast, GA for short. I'm your host, Prince. This is a space for inner work, self-improvement, self-discovery, mindset, accountability, integrity, reflection, and personal development. This podcast is built for growth, for honesty, and for becoming a better version of yourself one day at a time. New episodes drop every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today's episode is called Think Positive. Some thoughts just run. No invite, no warning, and most of the time they lean negative. Not loud, just constant. Small doubts, small criticism, and if nothing checks it, it becomes the default. Think positive. Not a slogan, not decoration, not something printed and forgotten. It's a mind frame, a choice, not something said out loud to the world, something decided inside. Because there's always negative, always. It doesn't go away when things get better. It doesn't disappear when progress happens. It doesn't wait for bad days. You can win and still feel like it's not enough. You can move forward and still feel behind. You can build something real and still feel pressure. That quiet, yeah, but that's normal. The mind looks for what's wrong. It looks for what could have been better. It replays what wasn't perfect. If that runs on its own, it becomes the main view. And whatever becomes the main view starts to feel like the truth. Not because life changed, because focus did. Think positive isn't pretending nothing's wrong. It's choosing what gets the most attention. A mistake happens. That can turn into identity, or it can turn into a lesson. A setback happens. That can shrink confidence, or sharpen it. Same moment, different framing. And that framing builds identity over time. If the framing stays negative long enough, confidence shrinks. Not loud, quiet. Most days aren't dramatic. There's no huge collapse, no massive breakthrough, just normal life. Work, training, building, conversations, deadlines. Inside these normal days, thoughts shape everything. How pressure is carried, how feedback is handled, how long frustration lasts. Two people can have the same day. One sees problems, the other sees progress. The day isn't different. The frame is. That's the shift. Negative thinking feels natural. It feels honest. It feels realistic. But sometimes realistic is just fear in better clothes. Expect less. Feel less disappointed. Aim lower. Feel less pressure. But that also limits growth. Positive thinking isn't hype. It's refusing to shrink first. It's allowing room for growth before proof shows up. It's deciding that effort matters even when results are delayed. That takes discipline. It's not just a phrase. It's a mind frame. Because how things are framed controls momentum. If every flaw proves something is wrong, momentum slows. If every small step proves growth, momentum builds. Momentum matters more than mood. Mood changes daily. Momentum carries forward. That's why small wins matter. Not soft, smart. Small wins are proof. Proof that effort works. Proof that work adds up. Proof that change is happening, even if it's small. A finished task. A better response. A calmer reaction. A stronger decision. Stack enough of those and identity shifts. Ignore them and growth feels invisible. Confidence doesn't come from hype. It comes from proof. Proof stacked day by day. Small fixes, small finishes, small improvements. Confidence builds when doubt runs out of room. That's positive thinking done right. Not loud, not fake, not forced. Chosen. There's always negative. The goal isn't to erase it. It's to lower its volume. To make positive thinking the main voice. not sometimes, on purpose, because the first thought isn't always the best one. The first thought is old wiring, old habits, old fear, old comparison. The second thought, that's the chosen one. That's where control lives. A thought shows up. Pause. Look at it. Decide if it deserves space. If it helps, keep it. If it doesn't, replace it. Not with fantasy, with direction. That's discipline. When that habit builds, something changes. Reaction time shortens. Spirals shrink. Recovery speeds up. Bad moments don't stretch across the whole day. Negative thoughts still show up. They just don't stay long. They visit. They don't lead. And that changes presence. Posture shifts. Tone steadies. Energy stabilizes. Not because everything's perfect, because the internal voice isn't attacking all day. The loudest voice shaping life isn't outside, it's inside. If that voice attacks all day, energy drops. If that voice builds all day, energy rises. That's influence, and influence starts within. Repetition matters. Positive, positive, positive. Repeat something long enough and it sticks. The mind believes what it hears the most. If it hears criticism all day, it shrinks. If it hears direction all day, it grows. Thinking positive isn't pretending. It's training. Cleaning up extra doubt. Cutting out harsh self-talk. Keeping things steady. Not through force, through consistency. Consistency is quiet, but it builds everything. Every mind runs on direction, even when you think it doesn't. Silence is still direction. Reaction is still direction. Drifting is still direction. If you don't choose the tone of your thoughts, something else will. Environment, memory, fear, habit. The mind doesn't stay empty. It fills. Default is quiet. It doesn't announce itself. It just runs. The first thought comes in. The first feeling follows. And after a while, it feels familiar. Not because it was chosen, because it was repeated. The pattern settles in, and what settles in starts to feel set. But it isn't set. It's just unchallenged. You watch what you eat. You watch what you drink. But you don't watch what you repeat. Every sentence is fuel. Every phrase is conditioning. Every internal statement is rehearsal. You rehearse weakness long enough, you perform weakness. You rehearse strength long enough, you perform strength. Not loudly, not dramatically, naturally. There is a voice in your head that sets the temperature of your day. Not the world, not other people. That voice. If it's sharp, everything feels tense. If it's doubtful, everything feels fragile. If it's steady, everything feels manageable. The tone matters more than the task, because tone determines approach, and approach determines outcome. You don't need extreme positivity. You need intentional repetition, clear statements, grounded statements, directed statements, not fantasy, not delusion, direction. Say what helps you move. Say what keeps you stable. Say what strengthens your response. Repeat it until it feels normal. Then repeat it again. Eventually, the positive thought doesn't feel forced. It feels baseline. It feels standard. It feels automatic. That's the goal. Not hype, not temporary motivation. Baseline strength, baseline clarity, baseline steadiness. Because when baseline is strong, pressure doesn't shake you the same. Noise doesn't move you the same. Negativity doesn't dominate the same. Negative will always show up. That's automatic. Control is not. Something will repeat in the mind all day. Something will lead the tone. So choose it. If thoughts are powerful anyway, if repetition shapes life anyway, then aim it. Think positive, not random, not reckless, not weak, intentional. Because whatever runs the mind, runs everything. I hope you found something worth taking with you today. Maybe a new perspective, maybe a moment to pause and reflect. Thank you for being here and sharing this space with me. Your presence matters. If this resonated with you, share it with someone you care about because growth spreads through connection. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself. Stay grounded, and as always, be safe.